Hello and welcome. You are listening to the Ditch Decade Diets podcast. I am your host, Lorna, certified food freedom coach and founder of the Ditch Decade Diets Academy. I've spent 10 years in an unhealthy relationship with food, binge eating, over-exercising, and feeling insecure in my body. This podcast is all about helping you get to the root of your food struggles and teaching you how to rewire your brain so you can end binge eating. If you're ready to improve your relationship with food and cultivate more self-love towards yourself and your health, this is the podcast for you. So let's get to it and jump right in. Every action that you take when you are on your journey to healing your relationship with food and your body matters. Every action matters. Every moment matters. Every day matters. And I'm going to break this down for you to really give you so much excitement, so much hope, and so much just faith in this process. So every single day, you have the opportunity to become less impulsive with food. Every single day, you have the opportunity to build up trust around trigger foods. Every single day, you have the ability to make peace with what you see in the mirror, to be loving and to be kind to your body. Every day, you have the opportunity to not give in to your urges. Every day you have the opportunity to stop when you're full, to be kind to yourself. Every day matters and every action matters. And this really goes two ways, okay? This goes two ways. The first way is, how often do you say, it doesn't matter if I give into this urge? It doesn't matter. I mean, I've been binging since I was 10 years old. Like, what's the big deal? If I just give in one more time, like, it's not going to matter. Just one more time. How often do you say, well, I literally have so many negative thoughts inside of my mind right now. I'm not going to try to like change them. Like, there's just so much negative thoughts in my mind. Continuing to think these negative thoughts, it's not going to matter. How often do you say, there's no point of being kind to myself? I had the worst binge yesterday, and being kind to myself isn't going to change things. Like, that binge was horrific. I ate so much. I feel absolutely disgusting. Like, me trying to be kind to myself, that's not going to do anything. It doesn't matter. How often do you say, there's no point of trying to be consistent with my healthy habits? Because honestly, this past week was so busy. I barely made time for myself. I literally, like, I was giving to everyone, giving to my family, giving to my children, giving at work. I was giving, and there was no time for me. So there's not even a point of like trying to be consistent on like a Sunday. Like, well, me being consistent on a Sunday isn't going to do anything because I was inconsistent Monday through Saturday. So on Monday, I'm actually going to do better. Like, this is what happens. But what did I say? Every day matters. Every action matters. So when you think it's not going to be a big deal if I don't give into an urge, it does matter. When you're at the restaurant and you say, oh, it doesn't matter, just this one time, I never order this. I never order this. So just this one time, I know I'm so full. I know I'm so full. I'm going to burst out of my pants, but just this one time, I'm going to finish everything on my plate because it's just so good. Just this one time. And then I'm also going to have dessert. I know I'm so full, but just like this one time, like, it doesn't matter, but it does matter. Oh, but just this one time, I'm going to restrict. I know I shouldn't restrict, but like just this one time because, well, I have something coming up and I just need to look good. So just one time. Like, it doesn't matter. I know restriction leads to binging, but it doesn't matter. But it does matter. You believing that it's not a big deal, so I'm just going to give in one more time, it matters. I'm just going to restrict one more time. It matters. I know it's not sustainable. Like, just this one time. I'm just going to do it this one time. It doesn't matter. I know it's not realistic for me to just always keep chocolate out of the house. And I know it's not realistic for me to work out 7 days per week, but just like this 1 week or just this month, like just this one time, it doesn't matter. It does matter. Every action matters. Every day matters. Can you drop that in the chat for me? Because I really want this to land. Every action matters. Every day matters. Drop that in the chat. Every action matters. Every day matters. And it's true. When you are on this journey of healing your relationship with food, healing the relationship you have with your body, every action that you do or you don't do matters. Every day that you choose to put in the work matters. Every day you choose to not put in the work, it matters because the days are going to go by regardless. The days are going to go by regardless. It's crazy because sometimes the goal of confidence in your own skin, ending binge eating can feel so far away, right? But when you look at it from the perspective of, I'm over here, like I'm so far away from where I need to go, you think every action doesn't matter because I'm so far away from the end destination. And I'm here to tell you that you're actually closer than you think. And every day that you choose to show up for yourself, every day that you choose to utilize the tools, every day that you commit to this process, it is taking you one step closer and it's actually going to bring it so much closer. But when you think, oh, I'm like so beyond far away from my goals, like I am so uncomfortable in my own skin. I am binging so much, it feels so far away, then you're going to believe that not giving into that one urge isn't going to be a big deal, but it will. Choosing to be loving and respectful for your body, oh, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter. It does matter. And it's easy to get into the screw it mode, but it does matter. Because all of those things are going to continue to get ingrained into your brain. Continuing to speak negatively to yourself is going to get ingrained into your brain. Continuing to give into your urges is going to get ingrained into your brain. Now, on the plus side, though, okay, on the plus side, though, the exciting part of this, of every day matters, every action matters, the exciting part is that literally what you choose to do today is all leading up towards your binge-free year. Everything you do today is leading up to you feeling extremely confident in your own skin. Yes, Donna says, days turn into months, months turn into years, 1,000%. Every action that you take today is literally leading you towards food freedom, confidence in your own skin, eating normally, no more guilt. Every action that you take today is building up trust. You guys know trust doesn't happen overnight. Trust with food does not happen overnight. But every day that you start building up trust is going to lead you to get to that end destination of I have complete trust with food. Every thought that you choose to reframe, every thought that you choose to say, oh, no, that's a diet culture thought, that's not going to support me, and you choose to reframe it, that's going to take you closer towards having a healthier self-image, feeling more confident in your own skin, having less binges. The good thing is about this too, is yes, in this present moment, everything that you do today, you can literally make incredible progress every single day. But also, if you haven't stopped binging yet, if you haven't healed your body image yet, but you've been putting in the work and you've been showing up consistently daily for yourself, everything that you've done up until this point matters. So even if you're not binge free yet, even if you're not feeling extremely confident in your own skin, but you've been putting in the work. Maybe you're in the membership, maybe you're in the academy, and you've been putting in the work every single day. You've been showing up for yourself. You've been showing up for yourself. You've been utilizing the tools. Even if you're not binge free yet, or you're not confident in your own skin yet, everything that you've done up until this point is leading you towards that binge free day. Because what did I say? Every day matters. Every urge matters. Sorry, every action matters. So where are you getting into this mindset? This is you can evaluate here for a moment. Where are you getting into this mindset of it doesn't matter? Where are you saying it's not that big of a deal? Oh, I'm bloated. I'm just gonna eat all the cookies. It doesn't matter. Well, I couldn't get in a workout this morning, so like I'm just not gonna even bother eating a healthy meal. I'm just gonna order out. I know I've been so hard on myself, but whatever, I deserve it. No, you don't deserve it. The small actions lead up to those bigger moments of feeling confident in your own skin, having your binge-free year. You know, the other day, I was super busy, and I know that I feel so good getting outside and going for a walk. Like, I just feel really, really good when I move my body and I get outside for some fresh air. And I was super busy. And it would have been so easy to say, Lorna, you got 15 minutes. There's no point of going for a 15-minute walk. By the time you put on your winter jacket and you put on your boots and then you get outside, it's probably going to be like a 10-minute walk. Like, there's not even a point. I don't let my mind go there. I'm like, I don't care if it's 10 minutes, if it's 15 minutes, I'm going to do it because every action that I take matters. Just getting a few minutes of sunlight is going to boost my mood. Getting in some fresh air is going to energize me. Every action matters. This is not about being perfect. When you're in the perfectionist mindset, then you say, there's no point of going for a 10-minute walk. Well, I wasn't able to stop when I was full for dinner, so I might as well have dessert. But every action matters. The little moments that you think don't make a big deal, it does make a big deal. My binge-free year in 2019, there wasn't one thing that I did. It was an accumulation of the daily steps that I took. Drop daily steps in the chat. Daily steps. It was the daily steps that I took that led me towards my binge-free year, that led me towards feeling extremely confident in my own skin. It's the daily steps. But how often is it like, oh, it's not going to matter? It does matter. The daily steps matter. So every single day, when you're sitting down for a meal and you feel full and you choose to stop, you're getting closer towards freedom. Every day you look at yourself in the mirror and maybe you don't like what you see, but you choose to reframe your thoughts, you're going to get one step closer towards having a healthy self-image. It's the daily steps. It's not like, okay, Liz and Cindy and Shelly and Donna, do this one thing and you're going to get there. Everyone wants it to be, what's the one thing? Just tell me the one thing. It's not one thing. And you guys all know in your day, when you're getting into the efforts, when you're saying, oh, it's not going to matter. So this is exciting. I want you to see this as such an exciting thing for you. I say this a lot. Getting to the end destination of confidence in your own skin, ending binge eating, it doesn't have to take a long time. It does require work, but it doesn't have to take a long time. If you literally showed up, hey, Rita, so good to have you on. If you showed up every single day and you reminded yourself every day matters, every action matters, you're going to get to the end destination far faster. because you're being intentional. And you know that it's not going to be a forever thing. You're not going to every single day for the rest of your life have to check in with your hunger and fullness. Not every single day for the rest of your life are you going to have to try to not give in to your urges. You put in the work now, you won't have to do that for the rest of your life. So in 2019, when I was putting in the work, sometimes sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't want to. Or it's so much easier to say, oh, just one more time. But I'm so grateful for those moments that I chose to be strong, to be resilient and say, you know what? No, every day matters. I'm not going to give into this urge. Every day matters. I am going to respect my body because now I don't have to try to not give in. I don't have urges. I don't have to try to reframe my negative thoughts. Of course, everyone has negative thoughts, but it's not like I have to oh, I got to look at myself in the mirror and okay, ready? Here we go. Okay, that's the negative thought. Now I got to change it to positive. The positive thoughts just come more often because I put in the work. And when you remind yourself every action matters, every day matters, then literally you're going to get to a point where you don't have urges. You feel good in your own skin. You are less impulsive. You fully trust yourself around all foods. So let this be a very, very, very exciting thing. Let this be a very exciting thing. Liz says, this resonates so much. I'm just now starting to see progress of putting in the work every day, consistency over perfection. Yes, Liz is one of my badass membership clients. And Liz, I see you, you're so committed. You are always in the chat, you're always interacting, you're showing up, you're here. And this is what I mean, you guys, about everything adds up. Maybe the first week, the first month, yeah, you've made progress, but things haven't clicked yet. And then you keep going and you keep going. And then there's going to be one day where you're like, I am so freaking proud of myself for showing up every day because light bulb moments are starting to happen. I'm seeing the progress. I'm feeling the progress. I feel like it's actually working. I'm having a breakthrough where things are happening. But this doesn't happen if you don't see things working and you're like, well, it's not working. There's no point in not giving into an urge because I'm still binging. Is this landing? Is this making sense? Drop a yes in the chat if you're like, this makes so much freaking sense. If somebody says, I'm still binging, so there's no point of not giving into an urge, they're going to keep binging. Compared to somebody who might still be binging, but they're like, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I know every action matters, so I'm not gonna give into the next urge. That you not giving into that urge is literally setting you up for success for the next urge. So you can't just be like, I'm so motivated, I'm so consistent when I'm seeing results, because there's things happening behind the scenes that you can't see. Nobody can see you changing your thoughts, but you're committed to that, you're going to have more positive thoughts. Nobody can see whether you gave into an urge or not. Nobody knows. You know. Nobody knows. Your partner's not going to know. You know whether you're giving into an urge or not. You know whether you're looking at yourself in the mirror and speaking so negatively to yourself and tearing yourself apart. You know. So let's change that. Who here is committed to doing this? Drop committed in the chat. Who here is committed to doing this and saying every day matters, every action matters? Are you going to be committed to this? There are certain things that I did on my journey that I'm bringing forward and supporting you guys with, and this is one of them. I reminded myself that every day matters. Literally, life is going by. Life is going by. I blinked and we're almost into March. I'm like, what? I feel like I was just on telling you guys about celebrating my husband's birthday in December, and now it's March. January, February, March, that's 3 months that passed by. And imagine if you showed up every day and you took action every single day and you had this mindset, every day matters, every action matters. 3 months, you could have made incredible progress. And if you haven't yet, let's use the next 3 months. Committed, 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 committed. Amazing, you guys. Thank you for being here. Go be committed, take action every single day because every action matters and every day matters. And that's going to collapse the amount of time that you have to be in these cycles. You're going to get to freedom, balance, sustainability, comfort in your own skin much faster when you choose to show up every single day, whether it's quote unquote working or not. You continue to show up and you'll get there faster. So thank you guys for being here. Have the best rest of your day ever. Go be committed, go show up for yourself, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.